You are going to die of old age. That is what you have always been told. It is what your parents accepted. It is what every human being before you accepted. But for the first time in the entire history of your species, that sentence might not be true. Right now, something is happening in laboratories that most people will never hear about. And by the time they do, it may already be too late for them, but not for you. Your body does not age all at once. It ages one cell at a time. Every time your cells divide, they copy themselves slightly imperfectly. Your DNA gets shorter. Errors accumulate. Proteins misfold. Your mitochondria slow down. This is not a disease. It is a process, a biological countdown built into every living thing on Earth. Scientists call it senescence. You call it getting old. For 300,000 years, no human being could stop it. They could only watch it happen. Then something changed. In 2009, Elizabeth Blackburn, Carol Greider, and Jack Szostak won the Nobel Prize in Physiology for discovering how chromosomes are protected during cell division. They identified the structures at the ends of your DNA called telomeres, and what happens when they erode. That discovery cracked open a door that scientists had assumed was sealed forever. Behind that door, the possibility that aging is not inevitable, that it is a problem, and that problems can be solved. Since then, the research has accelerated faster than almost anyone predicted. Scientists at Harvard Medical School have reversed aging in mice, not slowed it. Reversed it. David Sinclair's lab restored the vision of old mice by reprogramming their cells back to a younger state using a set of genetic switches. The mice could see again. Their cells had, in a measurable sense, forgotten they were old. That research is not science fiction. It was published in Nature in 2020. You are living in the decade when the first serious attempts to reprogram human aging are beginning clinical trials. Senolytics, drugs that hunt down and destroy the old, malfunctioning cells in your body that poison the tissue around them, are already being tested in humans. Not in 2050. Now, the question researchers are asking is no longer whether aging can be slowed. It is whether the people alive today will live long enough to access the first generation of tools that can stop it. There is a concept that longevity scientists use for this. They call it longevity escape velocity. It means the point at which medical science can extend your healthy life by more than 1 year, for every year you are alive. Once that threshold is crossed, every year you survive brings you closer to the next breakthrough. And the one after that. Aubrey de Grey, one of the most controversial figures in this field, has argued for decades that some people alive today will live to see their 1000th birthday. Most scientists think that is far too optimistic. But almost none of them think the human lifespan is fixed anymore. Here is what that means for you. You are probably in the last generation that will accept death from old age as the default. Your children may not be. Your grandchildren almost certainly will not. They may grow up in a world where aging is treated the way we now treat smallpox, something that used to kill everyone until it didn't. You are not guaranteed to benefit from any of this. These tools may arrive too late. The trials may fail. The biology may be more stubborn than anyone hopes. But you are the first generation in human history for whom this is even a question worth asking. 300,000 years of humans lived and died without once having to consider whether they might not have to. You do. Tonight, when you go to sleep, your cells will divide approximately 25 million times. Most of those divisions will be perfect. Some will not. The ones that are not, that is where the clock is ticking. And for the first time in history, there are people in laboratories trying to stop that clock. The question is not whether they will succeed. The question is whether they will succeed in time for you.